Hello everyone, how are you guys? In our last video, we have solved a marketing campaign related problem using MySQL on Strata Scratch. So I'm again on Strata Scratch with the same problem, but this time we will solve it using Pandas. I'm solving in Pandas because when you will attend any analytical interview, so there will be questions related to SQL, but sometimes interviewer asks you question related to Pandas as well because many company prefer Python also for an analytical role. So it is really good to practice Pandas as well. So today we'll solve same question using pandas. So the question was, I'm summarizing it. The question was there a company who is collecting the data related to uh, how much a user buying before and after the marketing campaign. There is certain criteria that a user cannot just buy before campaign a lot of product and then not after that. That will be not accepted. And another criteria is if a user buying product before and after campaign and he or she is buying same product, then it also will not considered. So these are some two criteria. So as we have done in SQL, we will do here also. We'll find the first purchase date of every user because it is really important to find out that, and then we will use it further to compare with other dates. So here I will do what, I'll copy the main data frame. I'm Why copy? Because sometimes what happen in pandas, we when we write the scripts again, write the scripts, so there will be a certain step where we made some mistakes, and if we are using the main data, we have to run all the codes again. So to prevent this situation, it is always suggested that copy your main data frame and use it then. So I'll use it, make it a copy of that marketing campaign dot copy. It will create a copy. Now now let's find the first yeah, find the first purchase date of every user. So for that we have to use a group by function, and that will create a new data frame. So we will use it later to merge it, but let's do this. So I will name it as purchase before campaign. Purchase before campaign, and it will get df dot group by. This is exactly same like we use group by in MySQL for every particular user. So group by for what, for which column we will do this group by. So will use it for user ID because we want first date of purchase for every user. So user ID on created at created at dot min. Again, min will provide the earliest date dot reset index. Why I'm using reset index? If I don't, I will not use the reset index. By default, the user ID column will be set as an index column, and also the indexing will be not properly. So if I use this particular data frame merged with any other data frame, or let's say with df, so it will provide some issues, some errors. So to prevent this, it is always suggested that whenever you are using group by statement, use it with reset index, and it will really helpful. Now if I run this particular code, it will work well. But what happened when we will get the min date for every user, it will still be considered as a created at, and we don't want it, we want it to rename. So we will do here name as first purchase. First purchase. Now we will run it and let me show you. See, now we have a user ID, and for every user we have a date, first purchase date, just like we have done in SQL. Now we have user ID, and for there for every user we have the first purchase date, and now we will require other information. So what we will do, we will merge it, or in simple word join it with the main df. So let's do this. You can comment also by using shift sorry, for hash using. So I'll write it here, merge with the main df for other information. So I'll do, I'll still name it as df dot merge. The column is this one. So I'll copy it. Now how we want to merge it, just like how we want to join a two table. So we want the common information of user, only user who are available in both data frame. So we will use it inner. So how it will be inner, and on which column we can join it. If we have same information but the column name is different, then we will use left on, right on. And if we have this same column name in both data frame, then we will use just on user id. That's it. And if I run it, you will see we have now whole information, right? So now the thing is, we have to do comparison. We have all the data together, and now we want information based on first purchase and after that. So let's separate the data based on first purchase and later purchase. So we will create two data frame again. So let's say it is first day. So here we will do filtration. So this is how we do filtration in pandas. First the main data frame name, then inside the data frame which column we want to do filtration. So we want created at, and what kind of filtration we want only those date which is equal to first purchase. So we'll do equal to df purchase, sorry, first purchase. If I run it, if I run it, you will see that now first purchase date and created at date is same, because we have done that comparison. Okay, and same we will find data based on the other purchase date. So I will do it like after first day, after, or later day. So this will df created at. Now here we want the data which is greater than first purchase date, right? So we will use greater than sign and same column and run it. You can see, now you can see that the first purchase date is 1st January 2019 and the created date is 2nd January 2019. So it's definitely greater than the first purchase. Now we have data for both first day and after that first day. Now we will create two kind of sets of the data using this both data frame related to product, because in the end of the question we have to compare the product. We have to satisfy both of things, that e- either the user didn't just bought product on first day and then didn't come back. We don't want those users. Also we don't want the users who have bought same product before the campaign and after the campaign, right? So we don't want that. So for that we will do uh, separate create sets of the product based on same uh, user ID for every user. So first day product, first day product, we want the product information which have bought by user on first day. So that will be, we will use the data frame first day dot group by, sorry, group by user ID, and here we will use the column product ID. Okay, product ID dot apply set dot reset index. Now those who have already understand Python, the set is kind of a data structure which uh, which which hold the uh, different kind of uh, object inside it without keeping it duplicate. So we want the information of every information of product that is bought by user, but in unique form. We don't, let's say a user have bought product A on 1st January, then on 3rd January, and then 5th January. He has bought three times, but he has bought those. He has bought that only same product. So we want in a kind of set, so we will have just unique value, right? So for that we are using this particular thing. In PySQL we didn't had to do this thing because we have followed the different approach, but here we have to use it. So for that now I will use same code for later days. So just rename it later day. Here also we need to change this later day, and rest is same, and I'll run it. So if we check it, series group or no apply, sorry, I think I have done some mistake. Apply, oh, app p, sorry, my mistake. Apply, Now it has done. See, this is a sign. It's not dictionary. It is a sign of set. The set is defined by like this. And you can see for every user ID, only unique product ID available. Not they are not repeating itself. So that is what I wanted. Now we have the unique value of product. Now we will merge the both of this particular data frame together, and then we will do the final comparison. Right, the final comparison was that before and after there should be no same product, right? So now we have both the data, we have to just put it together and compare it. So we will again do the merge. So I'll name it as data merged data, and I'll use first data dot merge, this one. Instead of writing like this, like I'm doing one data frame outside and then dot merge, you can also use pd dot merge and both data frame inside the this particular uh, bracket, inside the bracket also, right? You can use it that way also. So now we have though, now on which we have to do merge. Again, the user id is the common column. So on, sorry, first I'll be use how it is inner on user id. Now one more thing which I haven't used before but I am using here, because we are, when we are bringing these two data frame together, there will be some columns which have same name. What happen if I'm using merge or join on particular column? It will be act as a unique column, not it will not repeat. Okay, so it will the name will be same, but the other column which have same name will come while merging this particular thing, and then by automatically it will be renamed with a suffix like x and y, and we don't want that. We want to we want these have a kind of name which can distinguish them, right? So we will use something related like first and after. So for that we have to use suffix suffixes, and because we have two values, so we'll use it in backend. First one is first and second one is after. Now related to the data frame, it will act as a suffix and it will rename it. Okay, so if I run it, this code, let me check. Look, we had these product name, product id column for both of the data frame. So the suffix become first and after, so it can easily be find out that okay, this particular column belongs to this table data frame, sorry, and this particular column belongs to this, and we can easily compare both of them, right? Now we have the whole data and we have to do now the final comparison. So we will create another column inside that particular table which will be the final comparison, that only the product which is not common, which is not common in both first and after, related to that user we will get the information. Okay, so the column name will be written like this: merged, sorry, merged data new product, new product, new product. Why? Because we don't want that old product information, right? As I mentioned, that if there will only new product after the campaign, then we will consider the user. So new product, and we'll do our data frame name is merged data dot apply. Whenever we want to apply any kind of functions, we have to use on any data frame, we use apply, and here we will use the anonymous function, which is the shortened version of any function. We don't have to write like a traditional way. So here it is lambda x, not x, product id after dot is subset of x, product id before, before it was before, right? No, first, sorry, first, first. And how it will be act, it will act as particular column. So axis will be axis, sorry, axis will be 1, close, oh sorry, not close, axis will be 1. Okay, now what I did here, I wrote a function where it will check if the particular column, product id column, check the product id column after, if the product id is a subset of product id first, we don't want that, right? We don't want the same product. That's why I use here not. If you remember, in MySQL we used not in and then write a subquery. There also we find a particular set of product and we don't wanted that product. So exactly same we have done here, and now it will compare that particular thing, and only information where this particular product id is not subset of this, it will give that particular information. So I'm running it now. Oh, and it turn, see, it's done the comparison, and wherever it apply, like, wherever it was applied were true, and where it doesn't were false. Okay, now we have this particular thing, and now we have to check to get the final result. Final result, what? Count of users, right? So final result, final count, final count is our merged data. Again we have to do filtration, merged data, column is new product, new product. Based on this particular new product, the user id count, user id dot n unique. Why I use n unique? Because there will be rows with same user id, because there are multiple product. For every user there are multiple product, right? So now we want how many unique users now we have after all the applying all sort of criteria, how many unique user we have. So we want a unique count, not the repeating count, right? So that's why I use n unique. So if I've done everything right, I will get the answer. I think 23 was the right answer. Let me see, and we can check from here. If it's right, it will be shown as here. Wait a second, I'll say here, and yes, it's getting blue or green, whatever the color is. Yeah, so 23 was the answer, and we are getting the 23. So I'm repeating it once again what we have done. So we first found the first date of purchase for every user. Then after we merge this particular data frame with the main data frame, so we can have all those information for first date. Then after we separated and created two data frame for both before campaign and after campaign. Now we have data for before and for after campaign. Now we have, as we have both the campaign, we want product id information, unique product id information for every user, for even it's before campaign or after campaign. We don't want the repeating same product id. Let's say product id 101 and 101 101 three times, which we know that okay, user bought this particular product on that particular time. That's enough information for us. So for that we use that set. After we have having information about product as in two kind of data frame, uh, we merge both of them on user id and use suffix to distinguish information. And once we have that, we applied our final criteria that product id after campaign should not be a subset of product id before campaign. So for that we wrote this particular anonymous function, and it compare it and provide answer in true and false. After that we said that okay, by using this particular column, wherever the answer is true, give me the unique user count. So it checked this particular column, and wherever the answer was true, it counted the user and provided a unique count, and we had the 23 answer in our MySQL solution and here as well. So this was your solution of in Pandas. I hope you like this and there is learning for you, and we will solve much more question like this. I mean, I'll get some question, I'll solve it in SQL, and then I'll try to solve it on Pandas as well. So you can have a practice on both the tools for interview. It's good practice that you practice on both of the tools, not just for one. I mean, just keep practicing on SQL, and you go into the interview, and an interviewer asks you to solve this particular thing using Pandas, and you get stuck. So that's, I have sort of experience in my past, so that's why I decided to make videos on both of kind of tools and solution. So I'll make much more. So just try to practice on this kind of solution questions. I have done this. You can also go to the Strata Scratch and practice this question. And please like the video and subscribe the channels and share it with your friends, and it will give me some energy to make more videos for you. So we'll meet in next video. Let's see what we will do there. For now, have a great day.